from Capital Financial returns to the studio today for some more expert tips on retirement. Coach Pete, welcome.
Hey.
You pretty much wrote the book on retirement, and many of our viewers have asked us to ask you, should they or is it okay to pull funds from their retirement fund early?
A big no, and here's why. Because it depends on how old you are, too. If you're under 59 and a half, you take money out of your IRAs, your 401ks, 403s, wherever it's a retirement account, you have a 10% penalty. In addition to the taxation, state and federal, on that money you come out. So if you take like $400,000 out, let's just say if somebody would take a big chunk out, they'd end up maybe with $250,000 after penalties and taxes. So we have to be very careful. That's the penalty aspect. But look at what a retirement account is for. Is it for now or is it for retirement?
Later, retirement.
So if you take it out now, not only are you interrupting that growth, you're stealing from your future self. You will never have what you're going to have if you left the money alone. I know it's so tempting. We look at these big balances in our 401ks and we say, gosh, I'm rich.
Yes.
So you figure out all that's going to be taxable, and if you take it out too early, it's a penalty. So what I recommend, if you're itching to move the money, and you don't, maybe if you've left the company, you still can't touch that money because you still have the penalty, but you can move that money into your very own super IRA, I call it, tax-free. And we have special super IRAs where we can build for a retirement income you can never outlive. We call it a financial fill-up strategy. So there's a lot of different things you can do. If you're itchy about moving your money, just don't move it from the 401k or IRA to your pocket, because then the IRS will get involved. So there's some ways, but again, I've seen a lot of people want to do that, or maybe they say that 401k is not doing what it should. Well, keep in mind, there's some things available if you're still working. If you're over 59 and a half, you have something called in-service distribution, where you can move the money from the company and stay working with the company and keep putting money into the 401k, but move your balance into a place that's now going to be safe, secure, and give you that growth, protection, and income, lifetime income you need. So there's a lot of things you can do, and just looking at it, and one thing you shouldn't do, though, is spend that money. You maybe borrow against the 401k.
I was just going to ask you, can you borrow?
The problem with the borrowing is if you are fired or quit the job, that loan becomes 100% due. And so if you can't pay it, now you're taxed on it. You get the 10% penalty too if you're under 59 and a half. So be very careful. Borrowing is a tempting thing because you're taking it out. You're saying, I'm just going to pay myself back, but you're also paying some interest. Company makes some money when they loan you the money. So
is there any exception at all to pulling money?
Well, if it's an absolute emergency, if you're going to get kicked out of your house, it's good to know you have that money there. Firstly, I would recommend borrowing if that's the case. But if there's no loan available, or if you need more, then just take the money out to keep yourself in your house, right? But again, if you're in that kind of situation, we really need to sit down and have a review and figure out what the underlying problems are. Okay, so if somebody wants to get a hold of you to review that, how can they do so? Now, we review with everyone, not with people that are worried. If you're just curious about what your situation is going to be going into retirement, we help you all the way to retirement and all the way through retirement safely and comfortably have that lifetime income. So the next 10 people who call, we'll put together for them their very own total retirement plan. We'll also help them understand what's really going on in their 401k, and we'll help isolate and eliminate financial termites, risk, fees, commissions that they don't need to be paid. Yeah, guys, so you can call or you can text CBS 17 to 21,000. Thank you so much, Coach Pete. Thank you.